I say I love you to people all the time now, to make that time I said it to you mean less.
The bartender doesn't know we broke up and still makes both our drinks when I come in.
You said you weren't in love with me because you only loved certain tiny parts of me.
I continually imagine I hear you calling my name.
Would you come back if I came out to my parents? I would live without their love if only I could have yours.
I don't know when my parents' birthdays are, but I know we first kissed on October 18th.
I deserve better, but I don't want better.
I asked for my DVDs back, but what I really wanted was for you to return all the love I gave you.
Out loud, I agreed you needed therapy. Secretly, I wanted you to stay screwed up enough to love me.
Remember that time you said you'd never abandon me? And then you abandoned me? That sucked.
I know you thought it was funny when I said I love you, and you replied, I love me too. But it wasn't.
I recently got one of those blatant spam emails saying, I've been trying to call you and I miss you. But I opened it anyways, because I would rather destroy my computer than miss out on the slim chance that it was actually you.
I never said you were a terrible musician because I liked that your awful songs were about me.
I think of you whenever I hear our song playing in a store. I especially think of how you hated all of my music, and how I never even told you it was our song.
I finally finished my novel. It's nothing like the early drafts you read. The character, based on you, kills himself because he's a jackass and everybody hates him. Especially me.
Sometimes I can't believe how closely we resemble the plot of Casablanca, minus the Nazis.
I still sleep with the teddy bear you gave me. He goes between me and my new boyfriend.
Mother told me, don't buy the first coat you try on. So I broke up with you. But in retrospect, I think she was only really talking about coats.
Because I never saw you after grade 5, I can't imagine you as anything other than a grown man with a rat tail. This has made it easier to move on.
You're the reason I broke up with my last boyfriend and the reason I'll break up with my next.
My wife wonders why I keep that old pair of jeans. It's because I was wearing them the last time I was with you.
I should have been bold enough to take your pulse in grade 8.
I should have kissed you in the elevator.
I miss the smell of your car.
I miss saying, you know what I mean? And having you know what I mean.
I really miss your mom's potato soup.
I loved that you put a hammock in the living room so I could pretend I was at the beach.
I loved the way you drank coffee, the way you drove through yellow lights, and the way you'd take and hold my hand in the middle of an argument.
I Google you every day. Sometimes I want to see you so badly that I stay up for hours trying to find you. On those days, I'll type your name and my name right after it, because it's nice to see us next to each other like that.
When you said I love you, you forgot to add, but I love drugs more.
Of the 3 pathological liars I've slept with, you were the most fun to believe.
Why must you be full of vodka to know you really love me?
I finally found someone who doesn't mind if I wake them up in the morning to say goodbye.
Whenever I hear Feist, I think of you dancing in your apartment after you got your acceptance letter. I wasn't even there. It's a memory by proxy, but it makes me wistful anyway.
We all miss you, is a cruel thing to say to me.
Every time I drove you home, I prayed for traffic.
I try not to open it often, but when I do, that raw, sweet love for you just waves and shrugs, still here.
Every silver Prius that passes feels like a bolt because it might be you.
I plan on taking off work on the day you announce your engagement.
I keep trying to get my hair back to exactly the way it was when you loved me.
I would have enjoyed taking over the world with you.
I can still remember how far I have to tilt my head back, and the degree at which I need to fix my gaze to look up at you when we're standing close to each other.
I held on to the jade cufflinks you gave me for the prom 49 years ago. I just gave them to my son.
Sometimes I think I see you in restroom sign icons.
Pack a bag. Go to Penn Station. Get on a train. Knock on my door. Tell me you're sorry.
I say I love you to people all the time now, to make that time I said it to you mean less.
The bartender doesn't know we broke up and still makes both our drinks when I come in.
You said you weren't in love with me because you only loved certain tiny parts of me.
Would you come back if I came out to my parents? I would live without their love if only.
Remember that time you said you'd never abandon me?
I still sleep with the teddy bear you gave me.
Every time I drove you home, I prayed.
I know you thought it